Welcome to the presentation on Monthly Performance Financial Report, or PFR Billing, for federally funded grants, presented by the Business Model Group. Our goal today is to guide you through the essentials of PFR Billing, ensuring you understand its purpose, structure, and best practices. Objectives. Number 1. Understand the purpose of PFR Billing, importance for compliance and financial accountability. Number 2. Identify key components of the PFR, crucial elements for accurate and effective reporting. Number 3. Learn best practices for preparing PFRs, strategies to ensure thorough and accurate submissions. And number 4. Explore common challenges and solutions, how to address and overcome potential issues. Now let's talk about the importance of PFR billing. Compliance ensures adherence to federal regulations. Transparency promotes clear and accountable financial reporting. Efficiency facilitates the proper allocation and use of grant funds, and monitoring helps track the progress and performance of funded projects. Here's an overview of the process: regular preparation and submission of financial reports, accurate recording of expenses and performance metrics, detailed review by the grant management team, and adjustments and corrections as necessary. Now let's dive into the details and explore how effective PFR billing can enhance the management and success of federally funded grants. To ensure accurate and thorough monthly performance financial report, PFR billing, it is crucial to gather and organize the necessary documentation. Here's a checklist of key documents you'll need. Number 1. Bank statements. Verify all transactions and ensure they align with reported expenses. Check for any discrepancies and unauthorized transactions. Number 2. Payroll reports. Detail employee wages, benefits, and payroll taxes. Ensure alignment with the budget and grant requirements. Number 3. Receipts for purchases. Collect receipts for all grant-related purchases. Ensure each receipt is legible and corresponds to budgeted items. Number 4. Invoices for contractual services. Gather invoices for contractors and service providers. Verify that services billed were performed and aligned with the grant agreement. Number 5. Expense tracker. Maintain an up-to-date log of all expenses. Categorize expenses to match budget line items for easy reference. And number 6, reimbursement forms. Complete and submit forms for any reimbursable expenses. Ensure forms are properly filled out and supported by receipts. By meticulously collecting and reviewing these documents, you can ensure accurate and compliant PFR billing. This process not only meets federal requirements, but also supports financial transparency and accountability. For accurate PFR billing, it's essential to have printed copies of certain payroll and fringe benefits reports. These documents are critical for verifying expenses and ensuring compliance with grant requirements. Key reports to print. Number 1, payroll report. Provides a detailed account of employee wages and salaries and ensures that all payroll expenses are accurately recorded and aligned with the grant budgets. And number 2, fringe benefit reports. Workers' compensation details costs associated with workers' compensation insurance. Unemployment insurance shows payments made for state and federal unemployment insurance. And 941 form includes quarterly federal tax return information. Printing these reports ensures that you have accurate and easily accessible documentation for review and audit purposes. Having these documents on hand simplifies the process of verifying expenses and maintaining compliance with federal regulations. Ensuring that your receipts and invoices match the bank statements from the reporting period is crucial for accurate PFR billing. It is equally important to verify that all purchases and invoices align with the program budget and scope of work. Key points. Number 1. Match receipts and invoices with bank statements. Cross-check each receipt and invoice with a corresponding bank statement entry. and ensure there are no discrepancies between reported expenses and actual transactions. Number 2, align with the program budget. Verify all expenses are within the approved program budget and ensure purchases are necessary and directly related to the grant's objectives. And number 3, scope of work compliance. Confirm that all invoice services and purchases fall within the scope of work defined in the grant agreement, and avoid expenses that are outside the scope or that do not directly benefit the grant objectives. By meticulously matching receipts and invoices with bank statements and ensuring alignment with the program budget and scope of work, you can maintain compliance and financial integrity. This process helps in creating a transparent and accurate financial reporting. Proper document retention is vital for compliance and auditing purposes. This slide will cover best practices for organizing and storing your billing documentation. Key points. Number 1. Secure storage. Store all billing documents in a locked file cabinet. Ensure documents are kept for a minimum of 7 years for auditing purposes. Number 2. Organized filing. Use cover sheets for each category on the program budget sheet. Those categories should include personnel, fringe, travel, supplies, bank statements, payroll, expense tracker, etc. And number 3. Cover sheet details. Each cover sheet should include the name of your organization, the grant agreement number, the reporting period, and the name of the agency that awarded the grant. By implementing these document retention practices, you can ensure that your financial records are well organized, easily accessible, and secure, thereby facilitating smooth audits and compliance checks. An accurate and up-to-date expense tracker is essential for managing your grant funds effectively. This slide will highlight the importance of maintaining and regularly updating your expense tracker. Key points. Number 1, monthly updates. Update your expense tracker each month with all purchases and expenses. Ensure that each entry matches the corresponding line item on the approved program budget template. Number 2, prevent overspending. The expense tracker helps monitor spending and ensures you do not exceed your budget. It provides a clear overview of remaining funds for each budget category. Number 3, stay on task. It keeps you aligned with the program implementation schedule and helps track progress and ensure that all activities are funded as planned. And number 4, mirroring the approved budget. The expense tracker should mirror the approved budget, reflecting all categories and allocations. This alignment ensures consistency and accuracy in financial reporting. By maintaining an up-to-date expense tracker, you can effectively manage your grant funds, prevent overspending, and stay on schedule with your program implementation. This practice ensures financial accountability and supports successful program execution. The reimbursement form is a crucial document to include with your billing if expenses were paid out of your reserved funds. Proper usage of this form ensures compliance and financial integrity. Key points. Number 1, inclusion with billing. Always include the reimbursement form with your billing documentation. This form is necessary when you have paid expenses out of your reserved funds. Number 2, avoid commingling funds. Do not borrow from one grant to pay for expenses related to another grant. Commingling of funds is prohibited and constitutes misappropriation of funds. And number 3, use standard templates. Use the provided templates for different types of reimbursements. This includes travel for expenses related to transportation, lodging for accommodation costs, and other expenses for miscellaneous reimbursable costs. Properly completing and including the reimbursement form with your billing ensures that all expenses are correctly documented and reimbursed. Adhering to these guidelines help maintain compliance and prevents financial mismanagement. Timely submission of your monthly performance financial reports, PFR, and program performance reports, PPR, is crucial. Failure to do so can lead to serious consequences, including stop payments and potential future funding issues. Key points. Number 1. Stop payment. If you do not submit your PFR and PPR reports on time, the State Grant Monitor will issue a stop payment. This stop payment will affect all grants you are receiving, not just one. Number 2. Impact on grant compliance. Not meeting the reporting deadlines can result in a lower score for grant compliance. Failing to meet the requirements of the grant terms can reduce your chances of being refunded or receiving future grants from other agencies. And number 3, future funding risks. Consistent delays in report submissions can tarnish your organization's reputation. This can significantly diminish your chances of securing grants in the future, as agencies prefer reliable and compliant partners. Ensuring timely submission of your PFR and PPR reports is essential to avoid stop payments and to maintain your eligibility for current and future grants. Adhering to reporting deadlines not only secures your funding, but also builds a trustworthy reputation with grant agencies. Adhering to monthly due dates is essential for timely review and submission of your billing packet. This slide will outline the monthly and quarterly deadlines for submitting your documents. Key points. Number 1. Monthly reporting due dates. Submission deadline. All reporting documents must be submitted to your grant manager, Catrice Smith, at Team-BMG by the 5th of each month. Required documents: bank statements, payroll reports, invoices and receipts, expense tracker, and reimbursement forms. Number 2. Review and billing packet preparation. Submitting documents by the 5th allows your grant manager time to review and prepare the billing packet. The finalized billing packet is submitted and filed by the 15th of each month. Number 3. Quarterly PPR reporting due dates. Submission deadlines. Performance program reports, PPR, are due quarterly on the 15th of the following months: October 15th, January 15th, April 15th, and July 15th. Submission requirements. All performance reports should be in Excel format and submitted to your grant manager by the 5th of each quarterly period. Meeting these deadlines ensures that all documents are reviewed and submitted on time, maintaining compliance and smooth operation of your grant management process. Thank you for your attention and your cooperation.